European nights are never short on drama, and for Rangers, the path ahead is beginning to take shape. As anticipation builds and the stakes rise, the next chapter in their continental campaign has been confirmed. With momentum on their side and the spotlight turning once again to Ibrox, all eyes are now on what lies ahead in this high-stakes journey. Let's break it down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Russell Martin is hopeful Kieran Tierney will remain a Rangers player, but admitted things can change very quickly in football. The 27-year-old midfielder had been shipped out on loan to Birmingham City last season, with question marks over whether he would play again for Rangers. However, he has been a regular starter in the early stages of Martin's time as manager and played from the start in both Champions League matches against Panathinaikos. Martin was quizzed on whether Tierney has a future at Rangers after the 1-1 draw in Athens, and the Ibrox boss revealed he is keen to keep hold of the midfielder. Responding on what the player showed against Panathinaikos and on his future at Ibrox, the Rangers manager said, "He took the ball well for us, out of possession, he pressed like a beast, he's so reliable at set pieces, he did a big job for us tonight. Defensively, he did a big job, and he's a really good footballer. I think we've come in with a clean slate, and I hope people are seeing what he brings right now. It's not his most natural position for sure, but he's doing a brilliant job for us out there, and he's been great since we've come in. As a person and a character and the way he trains, he's been fantastic, and we'll see what happens." There are lots of players who maybe thought their future was going to be elsewhere, or maybe they thought it was going to be here, and things can change very quickly in football. So whilst he's here, we've been so happy with him, and I hope he's part of our squad. I really do, but obviously things can change in football quickly, and I'm not sure what. I hope Kieran's enjoying it, but you'd have to ask him. He's been really good for us. Now, in a huge Champions League reveal, the road to the Champions League just got a little clearer and significantly tougher for Rangers. Russell Martin's men have marched into the third qualifying round after seeing off Greek giants Panathinaikos with a composed and mature performance across two legs. A gritty 1-1 draw in the intimidating atmosphere of Athens, combined with a clinical 2-0 win at Ibrox, secured a 3-1 aggregate victory and moved the Light Blues one step closer to Europe's elite stage. Now, the next challenge is confirmed. Rangers will lock horns with Czech side Viktoria Plzen, a club with plenty of European pedigree and a knack for grinding out results in high-pressure ties. The draw paired the Ibrox outfit with the winners of the Servetvets Plzen matchup, and after a dramatic comeback in Switzerland, it's the Czechs who stand in their way. Plzen's journey to this point was far from straightforward. After suffering a narrow 1-0 defeat in the first leg on home turf, they turned the tie around with a 3-1 win away in Geneva, the decisive moment arriving via a nerve-shredding 87th minute penalty. Their late surge showed grit and resilience, qualities Rangers will need to counter when the two sides meet. The first leg of this all-important third qualifying round tie will take place at Ibrox on August 5th or 6th, with a return fixture scheduled for Tuesday, August 12th in the Czech Republic. With Champions League group stage football within reach, the stakes could not be higher. Victory over Plzen would send Rangers into the decisive playoff round, the final hurdle before the lucrative and prestigious group phase. But even in defeat, there is a safety net. By progressing this far, Rangers are guaranteed a place in the Europa League group stage, ensuring continental football returns to Rangers no matter what. Still, the ambition at Ibrox is clear. This club wants to dine at Europe's top table, and with confidence building, momentum on their side, and a formidable home crowd behind them, Rangers will now turn their focus to one of the biggest tests of their early season. The journey continues, and the prize is huge. In other news, John Suter has branded Rangers' win over Panathinaikos as massive as the club moved a step closer to reaching the Champions League. The Ibrox side claimed a 1-1 draw in challenging conditions in Athens to progress by a 3-1 aggregate scoreline over the Greek club. They will now face Viktoria Plzen in the third qualifying round of the competition. This is massive, especially at this stage of the season, Suter told the BBC. It's only a second 90 minutes for a lot of the boys this season. It was a big test for us. You've seen in previous years how difficult these tests can be so early in the season. But we've come through it, and it's important we follow it up at the weekend. He added, "It was absolutely boiling out there. It was really hot and it was difficult. I thought we weathered the storm in the first half. I'm proud of all the boys. It's a new team and it's a big win for us. This is how you build a team coming through these moments. We could have been better on the ball, but Jack was excellent again. It was a massive goal. JD came off the bench and gave us a reaction. He maybe felt he was unlucky not to start, but he came up with a massive moment for us again. Suter's reflections capture the significance of the moment, not just in terms of the result, but in the character and cohesion shown by a developing Rangers side. In scorching conditions, under immense pressure, they delivered when it mattered most. While there's still a long road ahead in Europe, this performance offers a firm foundation and a glimpse of the resilience needed to go the distance. With Victoria Plzen now awaiting, the journey intensifies, but so too does the belief within the Ibrox camp. In other news, Rangers are edging closer to landing Spurs rising star Mikey Moore on loan, with hopes high that a deal can be finalised this week, according to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano. With the Premiership curtain raiser against Motherwell fast approaching on Saturday evening, Russell Martin is in a race against the clock to bolster his ranks. The fixture list is relentless and the stakes even higher. Rangers are on the verge of a European breakthrough, and Martin is preparing for another decisive midweek battle. Next week's clash looms large. Fortunately for Rangers, any new additions can still be registered in time to feature. Enter Mikey Moore. The highly rated teenager is understood to be eager to join the Ibrox project, and Rangers are optimistic they'll wrap up the deal in a matter of days. Romano revealed on NX. Rangers are optimistic to seal all details of Mikey Moore loan deal this week. No buy option, straight loan until June 2026, with salary covered as Spurs are set to give final green light soon. Moore keen on joining Rangers project. The move lines up with comments from Martin earlier in the week. Though careful not to confirm anything prematurely, he didn't shy away from praising the young talent. There are lots of players we like, lots that we're linked to. Mikey is a really good player, and if at any point he becomes a Rangers player, then we will let you know, he said. Rangers are pushing to strengthen at just the right moment. If all goes to plan, Mikey Moore could be the next name through the door, and just in time to make an impact. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.